Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Otumba Adam Show. My name remains Adam Solofi Melajide. How have you been? How has been the week? How has been work? Has been life? How has been everything? Despite all the news that we've been hearing over the weekend or over the week's saddening news, we still thank God for life. We thank God for hope. We thank God for the fact that we are still alive, and it's good to have you again today. So, what's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Okay, so today's episode, we'll be looking at how to pitch your business. That's what we'll be doing today, how to pitch your business. This, as you know, is the 35th episode of the Otumba Adams Show, and I'm grateful. Okay, so is anybody out there ready to introduce themselves? If this is your first time of watching and you'd like to say hi and tell me where you are, put your name, put your location in the comment section, and let me introduce you before I dive right into what I have for today. Okay, if you're there. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, I brought something today that I would like to share with you guys out there. It's a video and an audio I created. For a lot of you guys that know the popular Yoruba poem, Ishe ni Ogun Ishe, I created an animated version of that and also the English version of the video. So here it is. I'm going to play it now. And once we are done with that, I would get right into what we have for today. So here it goes.
Ogun Ishe, the English version. Work is the antidote for poverty. So, my dear friend, focus on your work. Working hard is the key to success. If we do not have anyone to lean on, we appear lazy. And if we do not have anyone to rely on, we'll have to focus on our work. Perhaps your mother may be wealthy, and your father may have a ranch full of horses. If you depend on their riches alone, I tell you, you will end up in disgrace. Whatever gain one does not work hard to earn usually does not last. However, whatever gain one works hard to earn would definitely last in one's hands. The arm is a relative, the elbow a sibling. If the world loved you today because you have money, it is certain they will love you tomorrow. Or perhaps, if you were in a noble position, the world will honor you with cheers and smiles. But when you become poor or are struggling to get by, then you will see how the world mocks you. Education can also launch you to greater heights. So, focus on getting the best out of it. Should you see a group of people mocking education, I beg you, don't be found among such critics. Ignorance surely brings suffering and hardship, and truancy is the mother of regret. Do not play with your early years, my friend. Focus on your work. Time waits for no man.
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was created by me, and yeah, it's a way for us to promote hard work and tell people that you can still go the legal route and you still make something out of your life. So if you're there, I can see some people live right now. Would you be kind enough to introduce yourself before I dive right into what I have? I'm trying to bring out my notes so that it will be easier for me to teach. So if you're there, you want to introduce yourself, you know how we do it. Put your name, your location in the comment section, and I will put your name on the screen to welcome you specially. Okay? All right. Yeah, Mr. Nola, long time no see. How is the fast going? Mr. Nola from North Carolina. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. Thank you so much. And then we have Momilade. Thank you. Thank you for always showing up. It's a pleasure to have you on the show today. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So I said that today's episode, I'll be talking about pitching your business. Pitching your business. So for some of you guys may not really have an idea of what it means to pitch your business. So let's say you started a business, for example, and you have gone through the phase of finding out if the business is going to be valid enough. I don't know if you guys still remember the time that we did a particular episode on Will It Fly, and we talked about how to validate your idea. Now, if you've been able to go through that phase, and then you have started the business, or probably you're about to start the business, one of the things that you most likely would need is capital. It is very, very essential, and sometimes you may not have that capital that you need, and you need help from people out there to help your business grow. So when you walk up to them to tell them that okay, this is how, or this is what my business is about, can you fund my business? That is what it means to pitch your business to an investor. All right, that's what it means to pitch your business. Okay. So if you want to pitch your pitch your business or your business idea to an investor, what are the things that you need to put in mind? What are the things that you need to put in mind? The very first thing I have on my list is one, who are your potential investors? All right. I'm coming. Now, as much as we know that we need money when it comes to getting funds for our business, we also need to know the type of investor we are bringing into our business. Because if you bring in the wrong investor, believe you me, your business would not thrive at all. Your business would not thrive. No jokes. Okay. If you bring in the wrong person to come invest in your business, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where somebody gives you money, they're hey, help me do something with this money, and then the next minute the person is on your neck every second of the day, expecting you to bring one huge chunk of money that even you yourself you haven't even dreamed of. Even they themselves cannot even work for that kind of money, but they want you to actually create magic for them. If you know that you cannot work with that kind of person, then please do not venture into doing business with them. So there are three things that you need to, or three questions you need to ask yourself before you approach an investor. The first one is, does the investor invest in the industry you are in? Now, irrespective of what business you're doing, right? Let's say you're into manufacturing, for instance, and the investor that you are approaching is someone that probably only focuses on NGOs or probably focuses on women empowerment. Now, if you are not a woman and then you are walking up to that person, there's every likelihood that the person would turn you down, or probably the person is not experienced in that field that you're trying to ask the person to come invest in. The person most likely will turn you down. So you need to find out if that investor is interested in your industry, or probably the person has invested in your industry before now. The person has to be aware how the industry functions, because it is not enough for you to just collect money from someone. If the person doesn't know the ins and outs of the type of business you're doing, then the person would only frustrate you on the long run, right? That's the first part. The second part you need to ask yourself is, at what point do you want the investor to come in to invest in your business? Is it going to be at the beginning? Is it going to be at the middle? Is it going to be probably later on when your business is already booming and then you are looking for extra fund to grow your business to become larger, right? You need to ask yourself. It's, for me, in my own opinion, I would always advise that start off on your own, know how the business works first before you try to look for an investor, or you try to bring in an investor to invest in your business. Okay. Then the third part that you need to know is this: does the investor have a credible record? It is not enough for you to just say that okay, because this man Engineering factor. Thank God. I thought for a second that like my network had already like poofed. Like I think I have a little network issue at the moment, but then I'll continue my class. Hopefully it picks up. All right, I was talking about does the investor have a credible record, right? Is it the type of investor that like after the person has invested in you, then the next thing they start troubling you, or they start giving your business issues, right? It is very, very key for you to note when you are trying to like bring in or when you're trying to like walk up to an investor. Okay. Now, the second part that you need to consider if you want to pitch your business to an investor is this: what image do you portray to your investors? How does your investor see you? Because more often than not, most times investors look beyond the creative idea that you have. They ask themselves, can I work with this person? Is this person teachable? Is this person someone that like we can always come to a mutual agreement and we can forge ahead from there? Because if you're the type of business owner that like you find you have a brilliant idea, but people find it difficult working with you, it is most likely that they would not put their money down for your business. They definitely would not. Okay, so you need to ask yourself that like, in what light are people seeing me? Do people see me as someone that is capable enough to take this business to the next height? Do I have the right character? Am I showing myself in a way that people would nod their head and say that like, okay, yes, this person is good enough for us to work with? What are you showing to your target audience? Or sorry, to your investors? As I put here, does your personality win the hearts of people or does it repel them? Okay, because most investors look at the long run or the long term goal. Like, can I work with this person for the next 5 years? Can I work with this person for the next 10 years? Is this going to be easy or is it going to be very frustrating having to work with that person? So that's one of the questions that like they ask. Now, that's number two. Now, number three is the part that like if you've been able to answer number one and number two question, knowing your investors and then like checking yourself out properly, then you sell the business idea to them. All right, you're with them probably like you have 10 minutes, you have 1 minute, depending on how much time you've been given to talk about your business, because you do not, or you would definitely not have the whole day to talk about your business. You would have a very limited time, and within that period of time you need to shoot your shot the very best way you can. And how do you do this? The first part in selling your business idea or in selling your idea to the investor is one, who are you and how does your business help people? That's one of the questions that like one of the things that like you need to tell them. The very first thing, who you are and how does your business help people? Because if your business is not solving people's challenges, right, then most likely they would not give you money. You need to be able to state this. This is the very first thing like you state. You tell them, okay, my name is Adam Solofimilajide, and my business is XYZ, and this is what it does. It helps business owners. Let's talk about my animation now. Like the Animators Hub helps businesses to create stories in an engaging manner using 2D explainer videos. Now, I am trying to tell the person that like my own or the people that I try to help are business owners who would like to get more publicity, more awareness, or would like more people to know about them. And then the best way they can get that done is by creating a 2D explainer video. And that is what my business stands to do. Okay. Now, the second part that like you should ask or that like you should talk about is, why are you passionate about what you do? Why are you passionate about what you do? It is very, very important. Oh dear God, I have a chicken somewhere there. Anyway, the second part, why are you passionate about what you do? All right, you need to answer that, or you need to tell them that, because they need to know. It is part of how you portray yourself to your investors. They need to know how passionate you are about what you do. Okay, let me quickly go through my notes here. I have something about my passion about my business. I wrote it down somewhere. I'm trying to like get it from my phone. Okay, I said that like I am passionate about telling my client story in a way that it drives their potential clients to take action and also help them gain more brand awareness, which leads to the business growth. Okay, now that's what I am passionate about. I'm very, very passionate about what writing stories for clients, getting their stories to be heard by people. Because one of the things I believe in is that, like, everybody has a story to tell. Every business has a story to tell. It is how you tell the story that would move people to take action. So the second part, why are you passionate about what you do? Then the third part that you need to tell them while pitching your business is what makes you and your business unique. It is very, very important. What makes Mario? Okay, I should bring the chicken. No problem. I'm gonna bring the chicken later. All right. So what makes you like? So okay, this time around the chicken is really, really trying to get on my nerves. No problem. It's one of those things. All right. So I was talking about what makes you and your business unique, because there has to be a selling point. There has to be that angle that, like, your business is coming through that is going to be different from what every other person is doing out there. You will not be the first person that will be doing what you're doing. Take it or leave it, right? Your business is not the first that is doing something similar to what you're doing, but it is that unique angle that you're bringing into the business that makes everything totally different, like that changes the game. Okay, I think I'm gonna go and kill this chicken, but then, like, I have a live class and, like, you guys are watching me. It's actually hilarious right now. Anyway, I am not going to stand up. I am going to continue this class, whether the chicken loves it or not. Afterwards, I'm going to kill that chicken. Mario, Namia, you go kill the chicken, eh? All right, so I was talking about what makes your business unique, what makes you as a person unique, because it is in two ways: the angle of the business, and then you. Why should they work with you as a person? What makes you unique, and they trusting you enough to drop their money for you? All right, you need to put that on the table. Now, once you're done with those three, I said that the first part is why, who are you, and how does your business help people? Why are you passionate about what you do? Then what makes you unique and your business unique as well? Then the next phase is go into the details of the business. It is very, very important. Now, if you do not have the time to go into the business, let's say you just have like a minute to pitch, then talk about the first three parts. But if you're given more time to elaborate, or they tell you that, like, okay, tell us more about this business, we are interested in it, then you go into more details, starting from how large is the market, right? Consider that question: how large is the market? You need to tell your investor, okay, this market is very, very large. Let me use the animation, for example, again. There are over a million, just saying, there are over a million businesses in Nigeria, and every business has a story to tell. If that means that, like, I have a large community I can actually serve. Now, I know that, like, it is not everybody, or it is not every business owner that will be able to, like, patronize me, but my business stands to help as many as a million people. If those millions have the money, yeah, to use my service, then I am able to serve them easily. So telling someone that, like, okay, there are up to a million potential customers out there, will tell them how large the market is. Because you cannot just sell a product that, like, nobody wants to buy, right? You need to sell a product that, like, people are looking for, people need, or businesses need, if you're doing a B2B kind of pitch. Anyway, moving on. The B part says, what is your market strategy to get customers? Marketing strategy is always key. One of the things that, like, most people neglect and leave out is the marketing strategy. How do you intend to get new customers and keep those customers, or retain them? It is very, very important, and you need to show this to your potential investors. Okay, I need to show them that, like, okay, this is how I'm going to go about. This is how I'm going to market the products. If I'm going to use Facebook ads, if I'm going to, like, use referrals, if I'm going to use affiliate marketing, these are the different strategies that, like, I plan on getting customers. And then, like, you have to be as realistic as possible whenever you're doing this analysis, because you cannot just give people bogus numbers and feel that, like, they're going to be impressed. These people, these investors, are also businessmen and women that have had track records in working with other businesses. So you cannot just give them one huge amount of money and then expect them to feel that, okay, they're going to buy into it. No, you have to be as realistic as possible. All right. So the C part is, what is your cutting edge as compared to your competitors, which is also the same as what is your unique angle that I talked about earlier. What angle are you coming in from that would make you stand out and different from the rest? Okay. What angle are you coming in from? I'm trying to I think when if you guys can remember this drink, Biggie Apple, when Biggie Apple wanted to come into play, to me I felt that that was foul, but then that was their own angle. They started by carrying rumor about another drink that if you use that drink in the toilet, that it's going to make the toilet very clean, that they're adding so much chemicals into it that is not making your that would not go down well with your body. Now, when a lot of people got to hear about that, they stopped buying that particular product. Then the next thing, Biggie came out with theirs. Now, I don't know if it was Biggie that started it, but then that was their own marketing strategy, right? And that was the angle. They were trying to come from the angle that we don't put in as much chemicals as this other company, and ours is good enough. That was the angle that they did. Yes, I do not see it as something that is right, but then I think it is allowed. It is the business world out there, and it's like a jungle out there. So you need to find different things to use to make your business stand out, but just don't go the fraudulent way. Okay. All right. So the next part is, how do you plan to make profit? Very, very important. You need to state that okay, after I get customers, when they pay so amount of money, at this point we would have broken even, and then we would start making profit. You need to, even if it will take you up to 6 months before you start making profit. A lot of the mistake most people make most times is that they tell business investors that within the next 2 months we'll start making profit. It doesn't work that way most times though, for real, because by the time you're spending much more on marketing, right? Whatever gain you are getting in, you are taking it back out there, and you're spending more money on marketing. Yeah. That would not make you make profit until maybe 3 months, 6 months, a year. There's some companies that I think there was a time that Amazon did not declare that they had made any profit until over 10 years. Yeah, that chicken just affirmed that. Over 10 years, and they had been in business for so many years. Does that say that they are not paying employers? They are paying employers, but whatever revenue they are making, whatever profit they are making, they are pushing it back out there into marketing, trying to expand their business to the point that they now feel that, okay, we've gotten to that level that we are world known. Now we can start saying that we are making profits. A lot of businesses do it. They would not declare profits until after a number of years because they are trying to expand. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, a lot of people, a lot of businesses, once they start making Toro Kobo, the next thing they're already living the large life. It doesn't work that way. If you are really, really, really going to be an international business owner, you have to think outside. You have to think outside the box. All right. So the next part is how much do you need from the investors? Now, please, when you are at this point in time, do not bring a bogus price. Let me say this thing. This chicken, very weird. Want to see crazy. Anyway, I'm just joking. All right. This is the part that this is the fourth part, that how much do you need from investors? You really need to state the amount you need from investors, and it must not be a bogus price. You must try to cut your cost according to your size. Don't start saying that you need this shiny object that your business does not need right now. If it is possible for you to get, let's say you need 3 laptops. Instead of you looking for brand new laptops, why don't you cut your price and then look for second hand? You are still growing the business. Don't start making unnecessary demands that you know that you will not be able to make the profits from anytime soon. So try to cut your coat according to your size as much as possible. All right. Now, once you're able to do that, we move on to the next point, which is the last point. It is, what is the exit strategy for the investor. Every investor would like to know at what point would they get their money back. It is very, very important. They did not give you the money to go and flex. They want their money back, and they want to know at what point you would be returning their money back to them. So you need to do what? You need to tell them that, like, okay, this is how I plan returning your money back after the first 6 months or after the first 1 year. This is how we'll be paying back, or you get 40% of the share of the company till forever and ever, or probably like there'll be a merger between your company and my company, and you probably like, or you're free to buy it, depending on how you want to do it. But then, like, you must have that exit strategy for the investor. Nobody won't use their money take play lotto. No business owner wants to. They want something that they can put their money into, and then at the end of the day, they can come back out with profits. They did not dash you money. Nobody's dashing you money. All right. And that is how you do what? You pitch your business. That is how you pitch your business. All right. So at this point in time, I have come to the end of the class that I have today. I wish I could just grab that chicken and just bring it down here and just say that, like, okay, this is the chicken that's been crying since morning. But then I hope you guys have been able to learn something tangible, irrespective of all the noises that was coming here and there. But you now know how best to pitch your business and to walk up to an investor that, like, hey, this is what my business is about, and here is my pitch. So as from now on, please try as much as possible not to be blabbing when you are with an investor. You now know the processes in which you can pitch your business. Please do it the right way. On this note, I would like to thank as many people that came on the show to say or to watch this episode. Come this weekend, I'll be interviewing another entrepreneur. It's going to be fun. It's going to be on Saturday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. If you can make it, it would mean a lot to me. If you can show up, thank you from me to you. Thank you very much. It is saying thank you, and have a great evening.